Hi, welcome to Coffee with Pastor. We're going to talk coffee, current events at Grace Fellowship of Lexington, morning walk with Pastor Jim Schreiner, and we're going to also just have some great time of fellowship, talking about things in the Word, things that are on our hearts, what God's doing here at our church. We invite you to listen, to watch, to join us, get a cup of coffee, and just enjoy your time with us. Thank you. Welcome back to Coffee with Pastor. I'm Jason. We have with us the most knowledgeable coffee connoisseur, Pastor Jim Schreiner.
Coffee snob.
Coffee snob, yeah.
I will take it. We were watching what were Mom and I watching the other day? And there was a guy on it, and it's a series on Netflix we were watching, and there's this one scene where this guy's making coffee in a pour over, and the lady goes to grab the cup, and he goes, "No, not yet. You've got to let it bloom so you can taste all the flavors." And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh my, it's you." I don't know what you're talking about now.
Let it bloom.
She's very excited because she looked it up online, and we've bought all the stuff, and I can make her white chocolate mocha at home.
Oh.
And so as a matter of fact, before I left this morning to come here, she told me last night, she goes, "Now you're going to make that before you leave, right?" Yes, I promise I will. So I use my Nespresso pods, and my Nespresso has this one that I have where we are now. It has a milk frother with it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the coffee maker, but it's this round canister about this big, about this tall, and it'll heat the milk, and it froths it. It's got a magnetic spinner in the bottom of it.
Oh, that is cool.
And so, yeah, she showed me a cup. Elizabeth sent me a cup the other day, a picture of it, that it'll stir your coffee for you.
Oh, I've seen those.
Have you seen, it's got the little tab in the bottom, or the little pill is what it looks like, and it'll stir it. And I said, "Honey, I don't put a lot of stuff in my coffee," so I think it was more that she wanted it for her.
Yeah,
but
that is pretty cool.
You can blame it on me for ordering it.
So, I got to tell you, we're in the month of prayer and fasting, and one of the gifts I got, Christian and I got this year, was a Ninja ice cream maker.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, you just put the sugar and the milk and stuff in there, whatever, and then the flavoring, and it'll make homemade ice cream. Yeah. We haven't busted it out yet, so we're going to have to wait.
Yeah, February. That's a February gift.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait on that because that's dangerous right there. But, so we're viewers can see we are filming once again at Pastor's house. We thought we'd just mix it up on the break.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of
just change it up for you. Yeah. Normally we do it in my office at the church, and so we brought you in here. I did want to talk about a couple of things that I've got out. Number one, I want to talk about the coffee we're drinking.
We didn't get a chance to talk about it last episode. You had this really cool timer thing. You probably saw it in the front, viewers, but
yeah, if you look at our podcast last week, it's a timer. I think it's a 3-minute timer. And if you turn it upside down, it's got sand on the inside of it.
It's like an hourglass underwater.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've got another one. It's actually in our living room there. That it's a thermostat. It is a Galileo thermostat or thermometer. Yeah. And so it'll tell you the room temperature, and every little ball in it has a different chemical in it. And so depending on the temperature, it goes up and down. And it'll tell you what the temperature in the room is. And it was a Galilean. He's the one that invented that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
coffee we're drinking today. We've had before. Coffee Monte Real. This is from the Dominican. This is the coffee that they grow over cocoa plants.
Oh,
so you can actually smell and taste the chocolate that's in it. One of my favorite, Clinton Albright, gets this for me. Last time I talked to him, we were actually discussing, my goodness, we're a couple weeks away from going to Peru on our church missions trip. And Clinton is going with us. They live in Florida. They're snowbirds. And they're going to fly up. He's going to fly up and meet us in Cincinnati. And then I'll fly down together February 2nd through the 9th. So we're asking to keep us covered in prayer. I'm excited. It's been a few years. It's been since before COVID that I've been to Peru. And we went, if I remember correctly, for 12 years straight, we went twice a year.
Yeah.
And Pastor Callahan and I would go. We would take others with us. Sometimes our wives would go. We would take other ministers. Pastor Sherry has been with us. And we love the people of Peru.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about going back. That's February 2nd through the 9th.
Yep, that's coming up.
But I did want to mention, before we go any further, while I'm thinking about it, you can see I've got a teapot and then 2 teacups. Mm-hmm. And those actually were my mom's.
That's cool.
Elizabeth and I bought those for her years ago, back when we had no money. And this was a huge stretch for us. And it's Bolique, China, from Ireland. My mom was half Irish, half Italian. And so loved this china, loved Bolique. And so just wanted to put it out to show. I love this stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah. This one is actually old, Bolique Black Label.
Okay.
Is you look on the bottom of them, they have a label. This is brown label. And the teapot is actually Black Label, and it means it's older.
Yeah. That is really cool.
Anyway.
I love it.
Just a little heritage there.
Yeah.
A funny story. My aunt was back in Ireland visiting family, and the war was going on, Northern and Southern Ireland, and they're in their townhouse. My mom's sister's in the townhouse with a relative of hers. I don't remember the relative, and they heard gunfire outside. Now, understand, they're Catholic. And so my Aunt Anne, my mom told me the story in her Irish brogue. I can't do it very well, but she says, "Oh, Holy Mary, Mother of God, I've got to get the holy water." And her aunt says, "Forget the holy water. I got to get my shotgun." Anyway, one of my memories from my youth.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah. Holy Mary, Mother of God, I've got to get the holy water. Nah, get a shotgun. Let's get something that can help us. Anyway, well, that went.
That's pretty awesome. Well,
That's my background.
Show them your really cool Christmas ornament. I know you got that.
Thank you. Thank you. So Julie Huster got me this for Christmas, and it's pretty cool, I got to admit. And it's a picture of my favorite coffee from Old School Coffee, the Cuban. And she had it made into a Christmas ornament. It so blessed me that that's really cool. If it was a little hardier, I'd use it as a keychain, but I don't think it would last. Yeah. So I'll put that in my display case.
That is really cool.
It really is cool. So she just took a picture of the cup and sent it off to a company and had a ornament made.
Cool.
Yep. I love it. I love it.
It's stuff like that, the little things that, we talked about being gift givers and stuff like that, that the thought into it. And because you probably were like, I never expected anything like that. Never.
And it really does bless us. I remember last year, or I think it was 2 years ago, when Brother John Avanzini was with us. And he and I always spend time in my office when he comes. And he walks in my office. It's really funny. He just did that. And he goes, "You collect a lot of stuff." I mean, I have a coffee cup collection. You guys have seen it. You can look at our Instagram feed, and we've got pictures of it up. And I collect coffee grinders. But, when you're in ministry for any time at all, and you let people know who you are and the things you like and the things that bring you joy, people will show their love by bringing you those things.
Yeah.
And so I have a collection of model motorcycles, and I think in that entire I probably have 50 motorcycles in my case.
Yeah.
And I think in all of those, 2 of them I bought.
Oh, wow.
Everything else people have brought to me, and it blesses me because really what it's saying is I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
I saw this, and it made me think of you. And to a lot of people, that's their love language.
Yeah.
And so it really does. And we try to do the same thing. I do it more with text messages than I do with stuff.
Yeah.
We'll do it with stuff. If there's something that God lays on our heart, we'll buy it. But I've learned more and more how much people just need to know that they're thought of and loved. And a simple, "Hey, I was praying for you this morning," or, one of the text messages I send a lot is, "Good morning, love you." That is all.
Yeah.
And it's just it lets people know they're on somebody's mind.
Yeah.
And, well, Pastor, why are you telling us that? Because, well, I never get a text like that. Well, whatsoever a man sows, that he will also reap.
Mm-hmm.
And so start sending them.
Yeah.
Start, Lord, show me what would bless that person. Show me what I could do for them.
Yeah.
And man, it'll change your life.
Yeah.
I love being a giver.
Yeah. It's even really cool to see how God moves in those things. The story I'm thinking of is you really wanted a pocket watch.
Yeah.
You always had like an affinity for pocket watches, and you said you just were just praying. You're like, Lord, I'd really like one like this, and you weren't thinking about it really much anymore. And then someone blessed you with was a Mustang commemorative watch?
Yeah, it wasn't the coolest. My oldest brother carried a pocket watch when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
He's 10 years older than I am, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. And it was one of those silver ones that was like engraved. It was like an embossed.
The casing?
Yeah, the case on it was raised, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and that memory came back, and it just made me feel good.
Yeah.
And I thought, Lord, I'd really like to have a pocket watch. And it wasn't a few weeks later, this woman walked up to Elizabeth and said, hey, I want to give this to Pastor. You think it's okay? And it wasn't this is how God is.
Yeah.
God is so amazing because it wasn't just a pocket watch. It was a 25-year anniversary of the Mustang.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have done any better for me. That's my car. That's always has been my car. And God's just amazing.
And it was more than just a nice gift. It was like, oh wow, that was really meant a lot.
It really did, because not only is that person thinking of you, but God is.
Yeah.
That God would lay it on their heart, that specific thing. And so, well, I'd like those things to happen to me, then do more of them. Be my prayer, my confession every single day is let me bring heaven on earth to somebody today. That, Jesus said, pray this way, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so our job is to bring heaven here to earth.
Yeah.
And so instead of me, I, let me be the answer to somebody else's prayer. Let me be the manifestation of what they're believing for. It could be buying their meal. It could be buying them groceries or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And when you purpose to do that, man, God gets behind it.
Yeah.
And he funds it.
Yeah. I love when you see those people in the drive-thrus. Like, I'll get the car behind me.
Yeah.
And I'll get the car behind me.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
What was that one that it was something like 75 in a row?
Yeah, I think it was
paid
like a
it
record.
forward.
Yeah.
And the reason it stopped is because nobody else came through.
Yeah.
Or the last guy was cheap. I don't know which one it was.
Somebody stopped it.
I've gone through, and I went through Starbucks, and I have to admit it was kind of I said, let me pay for the car behind you. And they go, do you sure you want to? Their order's like $50-some.
Let me pay for half.
Dang, what'd they get?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, wow.
Yeah, but they were buying for an entire office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me get the one behind them.
Yeah, really. Let me get mine.
Let me get every other.
And we'll move on. We used to eat when our kids were little, especially, we ate at a Mexican restaurant, Jalapenos, here in town. Our kids grew up there, honestly. Yeah. I remember when Elisa broke her leg, we would walk to the door, and Abel, the owner, would literally pick her up and carry her to the table.
Oh, wow.
And so they know our kids. Like I said, we grew up there, and we got so much, we were known so much for paying for policemen or firemen's meals that they wouldn't even ask me anymore. They would just bring me their ticket.
Oh, wow.
If there was a table of policemen there or a table of firemen, they wouldn't even ask. They would take their ticket and bring it to me. And I love that reputation.
Yeah.
I really did. I loved having that reputation. But I can't tell you how many times I would have a dream that night that Elizabeth and I would walk into an empty restaurant, and as soon as we sat down, it would fill up with policemen. I honestly, I can't tell you how many times I had that dream.
They all were like, let's all go here.
Yeah, we heard the guys over at Jalapenos buying lunch.
They're
Let's
following
go.
you around.
That was my dream, too. They got on the radio, and, hey, he's here.
That's funny.
I actually, on that story, it's funny. We were in, and it was just a fast food restaurant, and I tried to buy the policeman's meal behind me, and he wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
He said, no, sir, I can't let you do that. I said, yes, you can. And I'm arguing with the police officer. He said, no, I can't accept that. So the next day, I called the chief of police in Lexington, Kentucky, told him who I was, told him what I was doing. He said, son, no, he didn't say son. He said, sir, you tell my police officers that I said it's okay. You can buy any of their meals.
Oh, that's, yeah.
So I made sure that what I was doing, it was allowed, first of all, that I'm not bribing an officer, and I never used it. Hey, remember I bought your meal?
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually went to the chief of police to make sure it was okay.
Yeah.
And I still do it today.
Oh, yeah.
We still are committed to that. Funny story was, and I've told it before, but my youngest daughter, Elisa, when she's probably a freshman in high school, and she was going out with friends, and I gave her my debit card to buy her meal. She came home afterwards and so excited. She goes, Daddy, I'm so excited. Do you know how you always pay for policemen's meals when you're in the restaurant? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, I did that today. I said, how did you do that? You don't have any money. Oh, I had your debit card. But you know, the truth that God got across to me through that, she knew it was okay because her dad would pay.
Yeah.
And if we could ever understand that about our Heavenly Father, we know it's okay because our dad will pay.
Yeah. Amen.
It really instilled something in me, and I still tease her about it, but it truthfully is. It's like, it's okay, my dad's got this.
Yeah.
And if we could ever truly understand by doing the will of God, it's okay because our dad's got this.
Yeah. No, that's great. Honestly, that leads me into there's something that God placed in my heart, and I'm not going to say what it is getting something. And so I immediately I was like, okay. I started looking on sites and stuff at different ones or whatever. And of course I'm thinking in my head, all right, I could, however, I'm going to make this happen. And he's like, no. Believe me for it.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on your heart for you to figure out how you're going to get it. It was, I want you to start believing for this.
Believe me for it.
Yeah.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, I have challenged our staff. Now, while we're filming this, I haven't done it yet, so it's going to be a surprise to you.
Surprise.
But I want each of our staff members to have something outside of the ordinary that they're believing God for their ministry. And I want them to give me the plan of how they're going to receive it. What are you going to do to bring it to pass?
Yeah.
And the illustration is, when we had to replace our roof, and I know I keep referring to it, but it's such a simple example of how you trust God for things. And, it was a $58,000 job to replace the roof. And the first thing I did, I said, God, what do you want me to do? And that may sound like a silly question, but the truth is it could have been buy another building.
Yeah.
It could have been tear this building down and build another one. So I went to God, and God said, fix the roof. Now, in the past, I would have run into that like, okay, let's fix it. Come on, we'll get debt.
Yeah.
We'll trust God. And truthfully, who's trusting God is the roofing company that I'm going to pay.
Yeah.
And so my next question is, okay, how do I do that? What do you want me to do? And so that's what I'm going to present to our staff of, okay, tell me what you're believing for. Outside, don't tell me you're believing for 10 extra bucks next week.
Yeah.
I'm talking about big things. And what's your plan to get there? Find out from God, what is he telling you to do in order to see that come to pass? So to me, 2026 is going to be a year of outreach for us as a ministry.
Yeah.
Of getting out in the community, ministering to people, whatever that is, whatever that means, nursing homes, parks, a daycare, I don't care what it is. Let's get out in the community. And I love what we do with the teachers.
Oh, yeah.
I love the teacher blessing. We fill their fridge, their break room once a month. And it's I'm not doing it to get them to come to church. Number one, I'm doing it because God laid it on our heart to do it.
Yeah.
But number two, we just want to be a blessing. And it's happening because it's been a few years ago now. One of our members is a nurse, and they had someone in the emergency room, and they started talking to them about church, and they said, well, where do you go to church? And the nurse said, well, I go to Grace Fellowship. And this person said, oh, you're the one that blesses the teachers.
Yeah.
And that's the reputation you want.
Yeah.
We're the one doing the blessing. But anyway.
No. And so I've gotten to go with Christian to several of the schools and take the items, and they are really like grateful and surprised at, hey, we bring them good stuff.
Yeah, we're not buying the cheapo stuff.
Yeah. And that we listened to, we were getting, I'm trying to think of what we got. We used to get them some fruit, apples and oranges and stuff to go with everything else. And they were like, that stuff doesn't get eaten. Can we get something else? And we were like, yeah, that's fine. And so we get them stuff that they want, but it really does. It blesses them to know that, like you said, that we're thinking about them.
Yeah. And I love that you brought that out, that we're finding out what they want. We're not just saying, hey, we're bringing you this.
Yeah.
And, Fiber One bars. No teacher wants a Fiber One bar in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to say about that.
They like those, what are those brownies? I'm not even sure it's really a brownie. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's Galaxy brownies.
Oh, I've never had that.
So they're basically a chocolate brick with some kind of like chocolate coating on top, and they have like these sprinkles that you can crack a tooth on.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what they're called. They love those.
They love those. Amen.
Amen. So I do have on here, of course, mission trip to Peru, February 2nd.
2nd through the 9th.
That's coming up. So if you want to sew into that, obviously it's booked up. You can't join
Yeah,
if you're
it's
not
too late
already.
to join. We had a cutoff during the summertime.
Yeah.
Got a group of 6 going.
Yeah.
I love it because there's some that have never been on a missions trip. And so and this is going to be a different missions trip for me because it's going to be a working missions trip. We're going to do construction. Some of the people are going to do children's vacation Bible school for the kids there.
Yep.
And then services every night.
Yeah.
And so I'm like I said, I'm pumped. I can't wait to do it.
It's going to be awesome.
It really is.
It's something that's on your heart. You're like, I want to go next year. So for this year, put some seed
Put
into
some
it.
seed in the ground. You're looking at you can figure about $2,000 to go between the ticket and the cost of the trip.
Yeah.
And we're going with Aaron and Corolla Epstein of Seeds of Love Ministries, and I love this couple. I've fallen in love with them.
Oh, you couldn't ask for better ground.
No,
to sow into.
I told them whether you like it or not, I've adopted you.
Yeah.
You're our missionaries. So
we loved having them. Oh, they came back early December.
Yeah.
Was it around Thanksgiving?
Around Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, I think they were with us.
Yeah, they were awesome. So
yeah,
they're family. But that's coming up, and then of course I have on here. It's a little ways away, but March Encounter.
Yeah, we're not that far away.
We're not that far away, so we'll be. I just have on here to be determined as far as I think we have the dates.
Yeah, we do have the dates. Let me look up the dates. Love March Encounter. It's a different. The day sessions are really designed for those that are in ministry, but it's open to everybody. March 17th through the 20th.
All right.
March 17th through the 20th. Already got the schedule set. Looking forward to it. Tuesday night will be Pastor Sherry. Wednesday night will be Jason Abbenzini.
Oh, all right.
Thursday night will be Pastor Jack, and Friday night will be me.
The greatest pastor in the universe.
Yes, that's what I was meant to say. I may have that switched up. I may have Pastor Jack doing Tuesday night and Pastor Sherry doing Thursday. No, I think I do have Pastor Sherry Tuesday, Pastor Jack Thursday, me Friday, and then Jason's going to be with us on Wednesday night. Always look forward to them being,
yeah, that's going to be great.
Another couple that I love and I've adopted.
Yeah.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
They really are.
And then another coffee as well.
Yes. We talked about it last week. He sent me two sample packs from Panama, and then he sent me a box of Kopi Luwak.
Yeah, that's the high shelf stuff on that one.
Yeah, I made that for my future sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah? That's right.
Elizabeth's brother, Mike, is getting married.
Yeah.
At 67 years old. Getting married for the first time.
So 2026, it's never too late. Anyone out
really?
there?
Hang on there. And I made some for her, and I said, do you want to know what this is? She goes, no, don't tell me what it is. And she tried. She goes, this is really good coffee. And then Mike comes walking in, and he goes, it's been eaten twice.
Said you have the wisdom. Don't ask. Just enjoy it.
Just drink it. It is. Actually, Julie Huster and Sarah Huster, Pastor Eric's sister and wife, went to Indonesia last year and went to where they produce Kopi Luwak. And actually, they have pictures of petting a Kopi Luwak, which is the animal. And Sarah said, when you see the process, you have no problem drinking it.
Yeah.
How it's sanitized and cleaned and all that kind of stuff. But it is really good coffee.
It is. It is very good.
I so appreciate it, Jason. Jason and Jessica, I really appreciate the coffee.
Yeah.
It blesses me.
Amen. And so, of course, also, this is the month of prayer and fasting. We talked about that last episode, but while we have a little bit of time, I was going to see what your thoughts are. I think we've talked about this before, but advice, fasting advice. If you've never done it, a 40-day fast is probably not where you're going to start.
Yeah, if you've never fasted before, then don't start with an all water only fast for 40 days. Number one, I said this last week. I've said it on my morning walks. Seek God about what you're supposed to fast.
Yeah,
but then be realistic about what you can do. And truthfully, a 40-day fast is possible. I've done 40-day fast. I've done 21-day fast. I've done 30-day fast. When we first started, there was a couple years that I went that I fasted more than I ate. And Pastor, why don't you do that anymore? I really do. I fast as I feel directed to fast. But the other thing is, if you're going to fast food, not fast food, but if you're going to stop eating, one of the biggest dilemmas and one of the biggest battles you're going to have is to not think about food.
Yeah.
And one of the mistakes we make is, what are we going to eat when we're off this fast?
Oh man, I'm like, I've already got my plans. I'm going to have this. I'm going to do this.
And you can't do that.
It's torture.
It is. You're torturing yourself. The other thing is, be realistic about what you can and cannot fast. And if you blow it, big deal. Pick it back up the next day.
Yeah.
Something that helps me, the evenings are the toughest when I'm fasting. When I'm doing a total fast, the evenings are what's the most difficult. Hot tea will really help settle your stomach. And I suggest an herb tea.
Okay.
Something without caffeine. I still drink coffee. A lot of people don't do that. I still drink coffee in the mornings. It doesn't bother me, doesn't upset my stomach. But in the evening, a good herbal tea, like chamomile or something like that, or a mint tea, really helps not only just settle your stomach, but it kind of squelches the hunger pains.
Yeah.
And so that really, really helps.
Yeah.
Funny thing, now that we're talking about it.
I heard Ozempic also.
Ozempic, yeah, really. Wegovy, Ozempic. And no, my mother-in-law has to take that for her kidneys. And
oh, really?
Yeah. I have to give her the shot. For some reason, I'm the only one that she'll let give the shot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so I have to give her the shot every Sunday night.
See, I can't. Needles or whatever, I couldn't do it.
It's pretty. How this one is pretty cool. It's a needle, but it's like a
like an EpiPen.
An EpiPen.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you got to grab a place and then just hold it, and you hear it click, and then you watch the little yellow line, and it injects all of it, and then you pull it out, and it's.
Okay.
So it doesn't bother me a bit. It hurts her, but it doesn't bother me at all.
It's going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts.
Yeah, it really is going to hurt her a whole lot more than it hurts me. The other thing about fasting is make sure you're increasing your prayer and word time.
Yeah.
It's not just that we stop eating, but what we're doing, a real simple rule to kind of help you get going is take those meal times and pray instead.
Mm-hmm. Take
the time that you would take for eating and spend time in the Word.
Yeah.
That's one of the things is keeping yourself active.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit and think about food because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you do that, so replace the food. And that's the whole purpose behind fasting. It's that I'm denying. Let me say it this way. Fasting is about denying what my flesh wants so that my spirit man can take over and be built up.
Yeah.
So I got to do something to build my spirit man up. So, and again.
So if you're at work and you're like, I'm not gonna eat, don't just sit there on your lunch break and scroll.
Watch everybody eat.
Yeah. Say I'm gonna get in the Word.
Yeah. I'm going to spend time in the Word. I'm going to spend time in prayer. Do something.
Yeah.
And it'll benefit you. And again, if you blew it, big deal.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up and well, there's no point in this now. No, just start over. Father, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick it up again tomorrow.
Yeah.
The other thing, last thing that I want to share about fasting is one of the mistakes we make is the day before we start, we feel like we're going to eat enough to last for the entire fast. and we don't eat good.
Yeah.
You know, we're eating stuff. Well, I'm not going to be able to eat this stuff for a month, so I'm going to eat every piece of cake, every piece of candy I have. And what you're doing is you're building sugar up in your body that's going to be stored in fat. And as you start, your body starts to make that transition during fasting to breaking down that fat. Now all those sugars are being released into your system, and that and caffeine is what brings the headaches.
Yeah.
And so the cleaner you can eat coming into the fast, the easier the fast is going to be.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah. You know, the other thing too, we're kind of out of time, but we've talked about this before. One of those episodes with Chris Hemsworth on that show that he does, they did a whole thing about the health benefits of fasting.
Yeah, the world is realizing.
Yeah, that it's not just, obviously, yeah, you're building yourself up spiritually, but it is good for your natural body.
It cleanses your system.
Yeah.
It really does cleanse. And that show was so funny to me. The information's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But after 3 days, he was acting like he was going to die.
I'm not going to make it.
Yeah, he was awful. It's like, you pansy. That's really what I thought. I thought your muscles are just show. Anyway, he's Thor. So
Yeah. Amen.
He won.
Amen. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, we're having a great time. We love doing this.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for watching, for listening, subscribing, sharing, and yeah. We'll see you
Tell
next
people
time.
about us.
Yes.
And buy coffee.
Yes. Get some coffee.
See you next time.